Hi everybody, Heather from New Zealand here. I thought I'd make a really quick video for something that's been very much on my mind this weekend, so I'm guessing it might have been on yours as well. We've been bombarded here in New Zealand with the news about the coronavirus. We just recently had our first case here in New Zealand, so hot topic in everybody's mind, including my own, is how can I protect myself? How can I keep my family safe? And I thought, well, maybe it's time to do a video about what habits we can do, what helpful habits we can take on that is going to help us to keep healthy at this time. So if you're interested in that, please keep watching, and we'll talk some more about helpful habits when you're fighting a virus. I must start by saying I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. This is just my perspective of the coronavirus and what the information that I have gathered that I'm using to help me and my family. So please don't take this as any medical advice. There are experts out there, and you should be turning to those experts to answer those questions. So this is more of a discussion, person to person, ordinary person to ordinary person. What can I do about coronavirus? One of the things that jumps out for me, first of all, is good news and bad news. I mean, the bad news, this is a virus, but it's also the good news. And what I mean by that, the bad news is we don't have any medication or treatments as such for viruses. The good news that it's a virus is that we actually know a lot about them. So, those scientists I know are working around the clock to create some form of vaccine, some form of treatment, and I just want to take my hat off to all those professionals who are actually putting their lives on the line, treating people who have this, so we can all as a population learn more and so more people survive. I don't know where you're watching this video from, but the odds are that you will be living in a country where the coronavirus is. I think the last time I heard it was 48, or maybe they've just gone over 50 countries when I'm filming this who have coronavirus. Here in New Zealand, just very recently we had our first case. Somebody came into New Zealand from Iran, I believe, and they're being treated in Auckland Hospital. So our awareness has just heightened so much, and there's been a bit of panic within the population. There's been panic shopping, and I have to confess that yes, I did buy a bit extra on my weekly shop this week. And yeah, I'm human, and I think most people did do that, but we're being told not to panic, and I think we need to hear that. So what I wanted to talk about first is what can we do individually to protect ourselves from getting coronavirus, but also from getting any virus. I mean, here in New Zealand, where summer has officially just ended the other day, and we're heading into winter, and that's a time when colds and flus and all those viruses get a strong hold on our health. So this information, okay, it's the impetus for sharing this was my concern personally over coronavirus, but it's also every flu, every cold. I mean, these are habits that if we bring them into our lives, we're going to be healthier, full stop. So that's really good news that we have a lot of things at our fingertips related to our behaviour and our habits that can keep us healthy and safe against all viruses. As I've already said, we don't necessarily have a treatment or medication for fighting viruses, and in particular the coronavirus, because it's so new and different. But we do have weapons that we can use against it, and you actually have one of the main weapons that can stop you getting the virus in the first place, and that's actually this bar of soap. Now, washing your hands seems so simple that it's very easy to dismiss, but it actually is a major defense against getting viruses. The reason is the way that viruses spread. So if say I have a cold or the flu, or I have coronavirus and I have a cough, right, I've just coughed onto my hand, okay, I have got little droplets of stuff that's come up with my cough, and in there is the coronavirus. It's now on my hand. Okay, I go around my day. Maybe I'm out and about. Maybe I'm at the shops, or maybe I'm at home in the house. Wherever I am, I've got these viruses on my hand. Maybe I touch a door handle, or maybe I pick up a pen or a pencil. It could be anything. Anything that I touch, this virus will transfer onto it. Now, if you come along within a certain period of time, I'm not actually sure what that period of time is for coronavirus, and you touch that door handle, that pen, whatever it is I touch, those droplets of coronavirus are now on your hand. Okay, now they might be on your hand, and you might get a bit of an itch, or maybe touch your nose or your mouth. Coronavirus will have just entered your system because it comes through the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. That's how viruses work. They also, I believe, can go through the air. So like if I cough over everybody, they can go through the air. But that in some ways is a little bit more limited, because if I'm a certain distance away from you, the molecules will fall down to the ground, where on the hands it's lifted up to areas that I'm going to touch. I mean, your hands are out there all the time touching things. And it's amazing how dirty these germ-infested these guys can get on a day. So, washing your hands frequently is important, and washing them properly. So, how do you wash your hands properly? I mean, surely everybody knows how to wash your hands. It has to do with the length of time that you wash your hands and how thoroughly you wash your hands. One tip that I heard, which I think is pure genius. So soap up your hands, get them going, get your hands wet, soap them up, get that soap really, really going around your hands, and then sing slowly, out loud if you're at home, or in your mind if you're out in a public toilet. Sing slowly the song Happy Birthday. Happy birthday to you. Make sure you get the back of your hands. Happy birthday to you in between your fingers. Clean your nails. Happy birthday, my sweet love. Happy birthday to you. Then rinse your hands. You've just washed your hands for 20 seconds, which is the recommended amount of time that you rub the soap in. Okay, so there's a really simple way to know that you're washing them for long enough and thoroughly enough, and really, get in there while you're singing there. Don't be tempted to sing too fast, because you want to hit that 20-second mark. The other thing is to rinse your hands well and to dry them well. You don't want to. Viruses love wet. That's why they go in the eyes and the nose and the mouth. They love wet. So don't leave any wet on your hands. Really dry them properly. I know that can be a bit tricky if you've got those air dryers that you're using, but take the extra time to get your hands really dry, and you've protected yourself. Now, do this frequently throughout your day. There isn't a magic number. Obviously, the more often, the better. The more you're getting those germs off your hands, the better. But you do need to continue with life. You can't just wash your hands all day. Many of the organisations are recommending that you have some hand sanitizer, alcohol-based hand sanitizer with you. So in between those times when you can't wash your hands but you feel you need to, you've got something you can put on. So that is a possibility. I don't know how it is in the country where you are, but here in New Zealand, hand sanitizers have just disappeared off the shelf. I imagine there's somebody in a factory somewhere frantically producing hand sanitizer. So hand sanitizer if you can get it, but don't use it as a replacement for doing a proper wash of your hands. Use it as an in-between interim measure. Ultimately, if you do catch coronavirus or some other virus or the flu, it's going to be coming down. Although you'll get medical support to help you with the symptoms, it's actually going to be your body that's going to have to kill that bug. And that is good news. Our bodies are incredible bug killing machines, but they need to be healthy. So keeping yourself healthy, eating well, drinking lots of water, supporting your body to be strong and healthy is also a major defense against viruses, coronaviruses and flus, etc. So take care of your health. Now, I am asthmatic, and I know that there are many people around the world who are asthmatic. That's a little bit harder when it comes to viruses, especially viruses that go onto your chest. Makes it more difficult. So make sure your medication's up to date. Check with your doctor that you have the right plan to deal with your asthma. So you're in the best possible position that you can be in case you do get ill. The same with everybody else who has chronic, some form of health disease. Be in the best shape that you can to fight this bug. So what do we do if we think we have coronavirus? Or any other virus? First of all, get some help. Get some help early. And that the doctors and the governments of the countries all have plans in place to make sure that you get well and to make sure that you stop other people becoming unwell. So it's really important to not go, I'll be fine, it'll be right, I'll just carry on with life. It's really important to put down that I'm going to be the tough guy, I can survive illness. Put that away. That no longer is helpful to anybody. In fact, that works against what the whole world is trying to do by getting on top of this bug. So if you do get unwell, seek help early. Please seek help early. And also follow all the guidelines that the World Health Organization is putting out. Search that on Google. Listen to what the recommendations that your government is giving of what you should be doing in different circumstances. Let's take this seriously, so we can all come out of this healthy and strong and have learnt more and make it that it has the minimum effect on the world population, because we don't want to lose loved ones. Nobody wants to lose loved ones, and my heart goes out to those families who have already lost loved ones to this environment, to this virus. So but we can really help each other and ourselves in this. So let's not be complacent. So that's just a very quickly my thoughts today on the coronavirus and what's been happening over the weekend. But one thing that I think is very important to point out is that we don't need to panic. We're getting ourselves into a state of fear and distress is actually going to put more of a load on our bodies and can make us sometimes make decisions that aren't wise. So let's try and keep calm. What's the saying? Keep calm and carry on. But let's outthink this virus, because that's our strength as well. It may be one clever bug, but we're infinitely cleverer than that bug is. So we can outthink it, we can take actions, we can wash our hands, we can listen to all the recommendations. Okay, that's all I've got for today. I just really wanted to put out something on this coronavirus because it was so much on the top of my mind, thinking about how to keep my family safe. So I hope you have a good day, and bye from New Zealand.